what you are expected to do, maybe one more. Yes? The person raising up the hand. Yes, before we round up. Yes? We can't hear you. You are using bedroom voice. Yes? Okay, to enabling good communication, maybe the last point, yes? Maybe the mic should be given to the last speaker because of our time, so that we quickly round up. Yes? Regular meetings, very good. It is being said that 2 good heads are better than 1. There should be regular meetings involving the prefect, meeting of the prefect, even meeting of prefect with the school authority. There are other areas which you can be helped to make you perform very well. Now, conclusion. Let me now quickly conclude. Having listened to the interactive session, prefects are indispensable partners in the effective management of schools. No doubt, they serve as bridges between students and school administrators. They promote discipline, foster leadership, enhance communication, and support the smooth functioning functioning of school on daily basis. When properly selected, trained, and empowered, prefects not only improve academic and co-curricular engagement, but also cultivate a culture of responsibilities, teamwork, and ethical conduct among students. Schools that invest in developing capable prefects experience better order, higher student participation, and more positive learning environment. Therefore, a well-structured prefect system is essential for achieving holistic school management and preparing students for future leadership and in the society. So where I am driving at is the fact that when a school it is better for a school to be operating prefectship system. When a school is having the quality, prefects of the right quality, it will pay off in improved management, improved communications, and in other areas. I hope you can get all this. So you will now go back. I assume that you are no longer the same. Are you still the same? Are you still the same? When you now go back, I believe you are now better informed. You will go back and cascade what you have had. Go and be the ambassador of Mountain of Fire and Pastor Jesu in particular. So God bless all of you.
And make it better, we can make it better. Thank you so much. When I say these are teachers, you will know that they are teachers. If you allow him to continue, he will not be tired. They will just continue. 3 goals are for him. Organa Master. Now we want to take. I hope we have been blessed and we are learning. Are we learning? Are we learning? We will have a better society. So we want to go to the last lecture for today. And it is never a mistake. In everything we are doing, God usually have its own arrangement. They are our hosts. They are the ones that give us the enabling environment. They made this program, doable. They supported us. They hosted us. They gave us that good accommodation. We want to welcome the principal of the great school, Oyemeko Grammar School, for his lecture. You are welcome, sir. Why you can't they intimidate us now?
My administrative secretary, sir, people on the high table, the convener of this amazing and wonderful program, my beloved student, OGSA, the Holy School, Up School, great. Okay. First and foremost, before I go into the short lecture, I need to acknowledge and appreciate the organizers of this program. And I want to tell you, ma, that this program came at the point we need them. Monitored the leadership. Either we like it or not, the younger ones that are seated here today, they are going to be our leaders tomorrow. Had it been this such program I started some years ago, maybe Nigeria will be better than this. So I want to use this opportunity to please advise the convener of this program that this program should not be limited to ONDO Central constituency alone. So because the students here that we are being monitored today, they can't be the whole leaders of Ondo State in future. So we have people from Central, from North. Let us extend this program to those people. And at the same time, this program should be on a periodic time, because we need to be reminding these younger ones. I must tell you emphatically that God favored Nigeria. We have good weather, we have the resources, we have everything to be a developed country, but we lack one thing. And this is why you are working towards now to redeem the image. And I pray Almighty God will walk through us in the mighty name of Jesus. Yes, I'm asked to speak conflict management by prefects in secondary schools. So what is conflict? Conflict can simply be defined as disagreement between two parties or dispute between two parties. And it has been rightly highlighted the roles, the qualities of prefect in secondary schools. You've known them. Then conflict management by prefect in secondary school involved resolving disputes and promoting a positive teaching and learning environment. You know, where there is peace, there will be freedom of learning. The learning environment will be conducive. Teaching will be conducive. So the conflict management by prefect cannot be jettisoned in secondary schools, because prefect play a vital role, important role in maintaining discipline and orderliness in secondary schools. Effective conflict management is essential to ensure a conducive teaching and learning environment. What are the strategies that you prefect that you need to put in place in order to manage conflict among your contemporaries? One, active listening. So you must listen carefully to the party involved. Allow party A to express its own mind. Then listen to party B and allow them to express his own mind. Then listen properly and make sure you understand each of the party. Failure to understand each of the party will affect your judgment. Listen to them, understand them, let them speak with the language they understand. So number two, stay calm and be neutral. You know, dispute is a disagreement between two parties. And you are now the third party to settle that dispute among them. So you must be calm. Don't rush on your judgment. Stay calm. Be neutral. Don't be one-sided. Even those parties may involve your own mate. You need to be neutral. You need to be stayed aside. Listen to party A, listen to party B, and make sure you attend to them accordingly. Then identify the root cause. Then when they brought the case before you, make sure that the root cause, don't just listen to them and just give judgment like that. Make sure you go in depth. Go critically. Dig to the cause of the dispute. For example, there is a dispute between two schools now. I'm still doing my research. I want to know the root cause of that conflict. Some people are saying it is they matched my girlfriend on the shuttle bus. It is because they did. I said, yeah, this thing is more than that. So we are still digging deep to know the root cause. So by the time case is being brought to you, don't just listen to it. Make sure you do your findings. What are the causes? What are the main causes of this dispute? Then dig it deep, look at it critically before you pass your judgment. Then understand the underlying cause or causes, the conflict, and make sure you look into it critically. Then encourage communication. You know, at times, the JSS1, they will come to you. They will come to you to report JSS2. And you know the communication skill of the JSS1. They are beginners. Their English may not be sound. The communication may not be so fluent. Please, don't make jest of them. When I was admitted to this school, 1978, then I wanted to take permission from my senior. I was having body pains. Then when I got to my senior to express myself to take permission, I said, sir, I want to go home. I said, why? Why do you want to go home? This place, this place, this place, this place, this, all my body. They pay me, we. Have I not communicated? Yes. So the school prefect then, they laughed. They laughed. But at the end, they got my message. So what am I saying in essence? When the junior ones brought cases to you, please don't make jest of them. Allow them to speak the language they understand. It is true that English language is allowed. But whenever they want to speak Yoruba, which is our indigenous language, listen to them. When you listen to them, then you ask them to interpret what they have said in Yoruba to you. So the way they interpret it, take it and correct them with love. So don't make jest of them. Don't ridicule them. Don't crack jokes when they are making their statement. May God bless us in Jesus' name. So encourage communication. Allow each party to express themselves in a simple manner. Don't make jest of them or crack jokes. You don't crack jokes. Allow them to finish their statement. It is then you can get the real cause of the dispute. Then seek solution. Then after having listened to the two parties, then you now collaborate with the parties to find mutual acceptable solution. For example, they brought a case to you that one SS1 seized a bag from JSS2. They find out the major reason why that SS1 did that action. Then make sure you collaborate. Don't because the SS1 has already cheated the SS1, then you started slapping the SS1. No. Senior, please, I beg you. With great, I want to seek your indulgence, release that back to the junior one. Junior one, you have offended your senior. Say, I'm sorry to your senior. So you have tried to collaborate. Don't because, junior, you've already rude to your senior. Bah, you started clapping. You started slapping. That is bullying. Threatening. Making the school environment unacceptable. You are threatening that child. You are bullying him. You don't make the teaching and learning environment to be conducive. But when you correct with love, then you'll be able to have love for the school and stay within the school environment. Then, if possible, try to escalate the problem. Try to escalate the problem. When problem arises in the school, you have tried all your possible means to settle it, and you are unable to resolve. Don't keep it within yourself. Make sure you escalate. How do you escalate? We have suggestion box as strategic places in the school. Write what you know about the case, put it on your sheet of paper, drop it at the suggestion box. At the end of the week, we are going to open it, we are going to read it, and we are going to look in depth into it. If you can't do that, why don't you report such cases to your class teachers, to your class coordinators, to your vice principals? Even you can rush to the counseling department. Make sure you report before that dispute got beyond control. Make sure you report to the school counselor. That is why we have counseling units in the school system. Report to them. Even if you have failed to report, the office of the administrators are open because of you. Because the administrators in the school, they are here because of you. If there is no student, there will be no principal, there will be no teachers, and there will be no vice principals. So all this stuff, we are here because of you. If you have any problem, any dispute between one student or the other, you were able to settle and you are unable to settle them, please report to the appropriate quarter. And God bless you. Then set clear expectation. The expectation of the school is the expectation of the student is to obey school rules and regulations. And by the time you were being admitted, you were given what we call prospectus, in which all the school rules and regulations of the school have been entrenched and listed there. So as the school prefect, that one should be your Bible, should be your daily manual. You read it, you know what the school stands about on conflict management, you know what the school stands concerning punishment, you know the punishment the school meant for lateness to the school. So read it. Then moment a case, you are settling a case, then make sure you refer them to the school prospectus. Let them know the stand of the school. So in my own school, I do read sections of prospectus to my students on every Friday. So if you find one thing on this, you behave like this, you behave like this, these are the repercussions. These are the outcome. Then as the prefect, when you want to manage conflict effectively, make sure you state this one clearly to your student. So remind the student that is parties involved about the school rules and regulations. Tell them that the school cannot go less than this. At the moment they are all aware of this, the conflict will be resolved. Thank you. God bless you.
us a round of applause. Thank you so much. The voice was charming, dishing it out. At least, one ogun agbotele ki paro to bagbon. If they are reading the school prospectus to you every Friday, and you still flaunt the other, no be juju be that. Nah, juju be that. So we expect you to behave well even after. So we want to thank the name of the Lord. So if you have questions, let's raise our hand. We have questions for him. Gradually, we are moving to the end of the program. If you have questions, raise your hand. Alaja, I can see you one. Sir, I can see you two. Any other person? Daddy, three. We have three people that want to ask questions. So let me start with Alaja. Alaja, number one.
My name is Kendi Aisha. I am the senior prefect girl of AKURE Muslim College. Now, we resume by 7:30. We close by 2 o'clock, approximately 6 hours. So, as a prefect, how many hours can a prefect use? As in, how many hours can a prefect use to participate in school activities? So that, because for him to come to school, won't be jeopardized.
Number two.
Good afternoon. My name is Amusa James Ike from Littleland Group of School. So my first question goes to our Honorable Secretary for Ministry of Education. And the question is this. We've noticed that these days, when our students are getting to the stage of probably SS1, 2, thereabout, they start displaying what I call a angelic attitude or behavior, simply because they are aiming a particular post or the other. And immediately they get to their post or to that position, we discover that probably after various sensitization, even after you have addressed them, yet they will fail to perform their roles or their responsibility, because what they are after is that position, not the responsibilities. So I want to ask a question, that in such situation, if we remove such student and is being replaced, or is being replaced, how do we do it in such a way that he or she will not develop what we call low self-esteem, and psychologically it will not have effect on him? Or what should we do? Should we not remove, because we have carried out several sensitization, trying to address the situation, and letting him or her know the expected, expected responsibility or roles? That's number one question. And the second question to the Oyemeko, sorry, I don't remember the name. Sorry, sir. The principal, the Daddy Adeni Oluyite. So we discovered that in managing crisis these days among the prefects, the reason why some junior ones often disobey the prefect or that leads to crisis is the fact that some of these so-called prefects, they try to cover some irrational behaviors from their counterpart, like their colleagues, their SS3 colleague students. Maybe they are not able to control them. And when the junior ones notice this, they also try to display such attitude. And when you are trying to correct them, they will try to, they are going to refer you back. That can't you see so? Can't you see so? You can't control me, you can't manage this. And sometimes it leads to a kind of disrespect habit from junior to senior or to prefect. So how do we manage such crisis or such a situation? Thank you.
Yeah.
The Permanent Secretary, Minister of Education, the Principal of Imbekun Grammar School, and all protocols duly observed. My first question goes to the Administrative Secretary, sir. In a situation that the students in a certain set remain the same, is it possible for the school to decide not to select any prefect if the best is not discovered from them? Wọ́n ní olójú kan ni wọ́n fi ń jọba ní ìlú afọ́jú, but tí gbogbo wọn bá wá jẹ́ afọ́jú, then can we just decide to neutralize? Yeah, my second question goes to the last speaker, the principal, Oyemekun. Sir, discipline, as it is a great weapon in the school, and it's used to give problems at times. I was in the school in Ifedore as a teacher, as one of the administrators, a vice principal. A teacher was to discipline a student in my presence, but he has not been able to lay his hand on that student, and a female student, and the student rose up and just fall down and just go like that. Then they were telling me that that's how she used to do. If she has been doing that before, she should not do that today. Then I have to carry her and begin to plead. Please don't do us like this. Don't do us. Then she began to revive. When the father came, the father happened to be our night guard. When the father came, the father said nothing has happened to her before. But people from the environment testify that that's how the lady, and she has been taken to different churches for healing, but the father denied. But thank God for us, the guy was able to revive, and they give her food and some other things, and we told the parent that they should go and take care of her for a week before bringing her back to the school. But my question, in such a situation, we thank God that God saved the situation. If it happens like that, what is going to happen to that teacher? My second question to you, sir, what is happening to disciplinary book in our schools? We learned that it's supposed to be one of the books that our junior ones can lay their hand on when they are writing their project, especially PGDE students. But today now in most schools, the principal just legislates without giving the work to disciplinary committee, the HOD, and the vice principals. So when you get to some schools, there is no disciplinary book with which one can lay the hand upon. Is it good like that, or what can we do to revive these situations? Thank you, and God bless.
The Permanent Secretary is duly observed and respected, and the Oyemekun principal. Sir, you have spoken a lot on the conflict resolution. A situation, based on experience, we discovered that the plaintiff can be guilty while the defendant is innocent. Now, the method of resolving, the one you lay much emphasis this afternoon, is negotiation. That is, listening to the right and to the left. But when you want to resolve conflict, you will discover that both of them, the plaintiff will be telling you he is right. The defendant will be telling you he is right. If this thing is not properly monitored, what my question is, if negotiation fails between the plaintiff and the defendant, what type of method can we use to resolve?
Sir, you have the 4 questions. We want you to do justice to these 4 questions. Thank you, sir.
Yes, let me be acknowledging and appreciating the students who stood up to raise the questions. I jotted some of the questions down, leaving others for our principal. The first one that borders on the hours a prefect can utilize for activities in school. I said it while I was talking that whether you like it or not, as a prefect in the school authority, be it the principal, the head teacher, even the teacher, they will call you for certain assignments. You are going to miss part of your lesson, particularly where we are having distress situation, where we are having crisis in a school, where there are visitors, other things. You will be called upon to play one role or the other. Then you are going to make sacrifice. You are going to miss part of your lesson. Somebody, one of the students said something that interested me then. He said he would devote more time after the normal school activities. He will now devote more time to read. Of course, I left school as a vice principal. A school, I believe, in a normal situation, no principal or head teacher will allow whether head teacher, head boy, or senior girl to miss a whole lesson. But where it happens, there will be a way out. Try as much as possible to make up. Maybe after the lesson, get the notes, meet the teacher who taught in the class, who will now give you maybe extra coaching. Then you are asking for the hours. Hours, it amounts to disobedience. If your principal or authority will send for you and you are saying you will not come out, that you are not going to attend, it will be counted as disobedience against you. As obedient school prefect, go and answer the call. But however, if eventually you have missed, find a way of covering the lost ground. I hope I have answered the question. So there is no specific time, no specific hour. If you are saying that you are going to spend 2 hours or 3 hours out of the 8 hours in a school setting with the school authority, you can as well spend more than that. So if you refuse it, then it amounts to disobedience. But find a way of covering the lost ground. Then the second question. Yes, somebody asked the question that unruly behavior is being noticed among prefects, maybe while getting to the apex of the ladder. That is SS1, SS2. Yes. There is one thing I noticed. When I was still a class teacher, a student told me, I called the student, why have you been behaving like this? A female student, of course. That student now came to me. She was very free. She told me, confidentially, she said, sir, when I was in GSS 1, I was punished by seniors. I was made to do this and that. When I was in GSS 2, I was punished. I was made to do this. Getting to GSS 3, getting to SS 1, she now said, now that I am a senior, I have to retaliate. Yeah, that was what she told me. She said she has been punished in the past, that she will now meted out punishment to the junior ones. That is why you have to tell your student, life goes beyond that. The fact that you have been punished doesn't mean that you have to go back and be meting out punishment on the junior one. But however, the person that raised the question, if you notice that a particular prefect is trying to develop a negative attitude at maybe SS1. No, nothing stopped. Nothing stopped the school from removing the prefect. Remove the prefect, replace the prefect with another one. It happens. Remove the prefect. But if you are removing the prefect, it depends on the ground you are removing the prefect. If you notice that the prefect is now showing not performing better academically, you can call the parent of the prefect, talk to the parent, advise the parent. After talking to the parent, then you remove the burden, remove the cup from the students, take the prefectship from him or her, appoint another person. That doesn't mean that the student will not continue, so you don't need to fear anything. Then, a question, somebody asked a question that maybe as he was flogging this and that, a student fainted. One thing I want us to understand is that every profession has what we call hazard. We have hazard in every profession. Medical doctors, you will see in the hospital, why the best medical doctor in the state, in the process of attending to a patient, the patient will just give up. And you will see the family of those people, the family members, in fact, they will tear the doctor into pieces. That because he caused the death of their something, of their ward. What I am driving at is that even in teaching, we have hazard in teaching. We have hazard. So that is why a teacher needs to pray. Pray against, I am somebody that believes so much in prayer. In every profession, pray against the hazard. We have hazard in teaching. So if you notice that a particular child, before you give out any punishment to a particular child, make sure that the punishment is not excessive. Make sure that the punishment is mild, and then study the mood, study the nature of that particular student before you met any punishment on him or her. Then, somebody asking a question on logbook, disciplinary book not being available. It depends on, we cannot generalize. We cannot generalize. We will continue. I am from the Ministry of Education. We will still continue to play advisory role. We will still continue to advise our principals or head teachers to make, these are part of the important record in school. So if you have noticed that, go and tell the principal that you have, or head teacher, you have noticed that this particular book is not, it might be because maybe the principal or head teacher has forgotten. Tell the principal to be keeping such record. And I believe as an advisor, as somebody in the system, I believe he or she will change. Maybe I will leave the others for the principal to answer.
So we have the principal to answer the questions. Then we are going to have group
most
photograph.
of the questions asked, my AS has already answered most of them. But I just want to, I don't need to add, because when Oga spoke, so you can't add anymore. So, but I just want to put this one on record, that all schools will have what we call disciplinary committee. Then disciplinary committee, they have their files in which the counselor, the professional counselor of that school is the secretary of that committee. So every disciplinary cases, we have their files with the counselor. Then the punishment meted for the offenders. In my own school, in which the ideal have already sold to other principals, we will have what we call punishment book. Then we put it there, then the nature of offense and the nature of punishment. And this one check my students a lot. Because on the assembly, I will show to them, this is punishment book. Oh. During my own time, we call it black book. And the moment your name enters, it has been for eternity. The principal behind me will see it. Then whenever you want to get anything from the school, this document can serve against you. This also allows us to monitor our students. Basically, the topic given to us is conflict management by the prefect. So the prefects are not allowed to cane. They are not allowed to cane. Severe cases that requires them to cane should be reported to the appropriate authority. Should be reported to the appropriate authority. And they are not allowed to bully other students. You don't have the right to threaten them. You have the right to make the school environment conducive, and you show love to them. So that is for that. Then a question sent to me, if a prefect, my organ has already said it, by the time we selected our student, our prefect, the first stage is acting. Then if you refuse to act well, you can be removed and changed. But lo and behold, some students may be performing excellently. Prefect, they may be performing excellently. By the time you see some dropping in their performance, please refer them to the counselors. They might have been passing some issues at home that makes them not to be fervent in their responsibility. So the counselor will find out, and they will advise the administrator either for that child to continue with his prefectship or to be withdrawn. So may God help us. Then how can I control my ex who is a repeater while punishing his mate? Yes. This is a very good question. You are a prefect, and one of your mates is repeating SS2. Then you want to punish all SS2. By the time I was in the school here, if anybody was repeating with us, we do give respect. We call that person senior. Senior, we give respect. Then if their mates are punishing us, at times such person may be exonerated. But in a case that such person is going against the school rules and regulation, please endeavor to report to the appropriate quarter. You report. Because if you are trying to make punishment for that person will be trying to put up an ego that at least we are mates now. I'm supposed to be in class SS3 like you. You don't have right to punish me. And that one can generate another big conflict. So instead of that, report to the appropriate quarter and necessary action will be taken. Then concerning the hours, my Oga spoke on it. To whom much is given, much is expected. Moment you have been chosen as prefect doesn't give you the right to neglect your primary assignment. Your primary assignment is academics. And you have been chosen to become prefect based on your academic excellence. So you should not go down and people are still watching you. I give kudos to my senior prefect. I used to close by 6. So every 6 o'clock, maybe some minutes or 6 o'clock, I will take ground to see what is going on in the classes. I will see my senior prefect alone in a class reading. Then I will call him, Ebenezer, you are still here. You're supposed to go home now since 2 o'clock. He's trying to cover up what he has already missed in the classes. So that is the same thing applicable to you people. Anytime you've already missed, make sure you cover it up. You can go for quiz competition that will take you 1 or 2 days. And because of that, teacher will not stop teaching. And when you return, they will not go back to the topic they've already taught. So it is now for you to buckle up and meet your mate. Too much is given, much is expected. Thank you.
Yes, lest I forget, somebody asked.
Sorry, ma.
Somebody asked a question. I think the question is yet to be answered. The teacher said in a school, what of in a situation where in a school, maybe the authority couldn't find anybody appointable as a prefect, that what will be the way forward? Yes, I want to disagree. I want to disagree with this assertion. Maybe the school is trying to consider academics only. A school cannot rely on academics only to select prefect. While I was talking, I talked about the traits. Traits you can consider before you select prefect. Academic will be part. But if a school is now relying on academics only, no. You will still see traits in your students. Where the academics is maybe lagging behind, it is onus lies on the teachers to still select prefects and work on those selected prefects so that the academics will improve. Thank you.
A round of applause, a round of applause, a round of applause. Thank you so much. And I think all our prefects can learn from Ebenezer. Try to cover those things. So you are here now. Maybe they are doing some things in school. Try to cover up. Try to cover up. But let's give Ebenezer a round of applause. Let's clap for him. That's been a role model. Thank you. Keep the flag flying. All right, we want to have a picture with the high table, the years before they take their leave. And at the same time, we want to do our meal. Please, your lunch ticket must be with you now. Do you have it? 1, 2, 3 rows, please. Please take that side. Take that side. Ushers, please man that place. Please take that side and move. Please, let's make it snappy because we are still going to take group photograph. Ma, this way. Oh, sorry, ma. Your lunch